Good morning students. In this video I am going to explain about servlets. First we will see the definition. What is servlet? It is a Java program that runs inside JVM on the web server, okay, and it is used for developing dynamic web pages. And what is the main concepts used here is it is a request and response programming model. Before that, going to servlet, you have to know about some of the terms. What do you mean by dynamic web application? A web application can be described as collection of pages. In general, you know web means that is a collection of web pages, and we call it as a dynamic one. Okay, that is we simply we can tell us it is not same for all the users. According to the input the user is giving, the generated result will be changed. So that is called as a dynamic web application. That is given here. The web pages are not same for all the users, and it would be generated on server side based on the request made by the client. So according to the request given by the client, the result will be changed. That is given here, static versus dynamic web page. The difference is static pages, as the name suggests, it remains same for all the users. However, the dynamic page, the content depends on the user's request. According, that is for example given here, there is two input fields, and add button will be there, and one user is giving the numbers, two numbers 5 and 10, and give the add button means the result will be one type of results. If different user is using means he will give different input. So according to the user input, the dynamic web page will be changed. Next we will compare CGI versus servlet. Before servlets, CGI are used, that is Common Gateway Interface. It is a standard way for the web server to pass an user's request to an application program and receives the response is to forward to the user. When the user requests a web page, the server sends the requested page. When the user fills a form on the web page and sends it, means it is processed by the application program. The web server typically passes the form information to a small application program, and CGI processes the data and sends back the confirmation page. This process of passing data back and forth between the server and the application is called Common Gateway Interface. So Common Gateway Interface means whatever the user giving the request, that is processed by the server and sent back again to that application. And it is a standard for writing programs that can interact through the web server with a client running a web browser. They allow the web developer to develop dynamic information via the web browser. What are the limitations of CGI? It has to create a new CGI process for every client request. For every request, new process is created in CGI. For example, if 100 users are using, means 100 process are created. See the difference between CGI and servlet. Main difference is, first one, programs are written in the native OS. Here in servlet they are written in Java, and CGI is a platform dependent. Servlet does not depend on that platform. In CGI, each client request creates own process. Here in servlet, process are created depending on the type of the request. In CGI, conversion of the script means it is present in the form of executables. Here compiled to Java bytecode, and then in CGI runs as a separate process. It runs on JVM, servlet runs on JVM, and then security means not that much security in CGI because more vulnerable to attacks. But in servlet it gives more security, and then it is a slower one. CGI, but servlet is faster one, and processing of a script is direct and in servlet before running the script it is translated and compiled. And portability means it cannot be ported, and servlet is a portable one. So compared to in all these categories, servlet is better than CGI, and it is written in any programming language. And servlet only uses Java programming language, so it is a platform independent and portable. What are the benefits of Java? Everything is suitable for servlet also. So how servlet works already told that in difference it uses JVM for processing. So that's given here in web server. JVM is there inside all the servlets are placed. And then what are the features of servlet? It is a portable one. It uses a Java programming language. Since Java is platform independent, it is same for servlet also. It is applicable, and then it is efficient and scalable also. Once it is deployed, it can be loaded in the server and handle the request of the clients. It invokes the web server invokes the servlet using thread. Okay, what is the process actually happening here is the web server invokes servlet using a lightweight thread by using threads. So multiple client requests can fulfilling by servlet. So how many clients are requesting, that is not a problem. Everything is handled by this servlet at the same time using the multi-threading feature of Java. By using the concept of Java multi-threading concept, here all the client requests are handled by the servlet. And compared to CGI, where the server has to initiate a new process for every client request, compared to CGI, this is more efficient. There, for every user, new processes are created, but here they are client requests are handled by using multi-threading features of Java. And then robust. By using the features of Java such as garbage collection, exception handling, and then security management, everything is good in servlet. Okay, so memory management, everything is handled in an efficient way. So it will make the development of web application in servlet. So it is a secured one, and memory management is good because of so many features of Java also same in servlet. And then what are the packages available? If you want to use the servlet, we need two packages. One is Java X servlet package, another one is Java X servlet.http package. And then what is servlet? Every servlet must implement that. So whenever you are writing the program, it implements two things. One is java.servlet.servlet interface, and then we can do it by extending one of the following two classes. First one is javax.servlet.generic servlet, and then http servlet. What do you mean by generic servlet? It is protocol independent, and the http servlet, and the second one is http servlet. So this is a method of how servlet works. Okay, main process, and then JVM inside all the servlets are available. Okay, generic servlet. If we are creating a generic servlet, then we have to extend javax servlet dot generic servlet, and it has an abstract service method. That means subclass of generic servlet should always override the service method. How to write? Public abstract void service inside the service request, and then servlet response. Service method, it accepts two arguments, service request object and then response object. The request object tells the servlet about the request made by the client. So what are the methods used in servlet means, first one is a requesting service method. It has two arguments. First one is request object and then response object. That request object, what it will do, it tells the servlet about the request made by the client, and response object is used to give the response back to the client. This is given here. That is protocol independent. It's a client and server request and response given by that generic servlet is given in this picture, and then HTTP servlet. If you are creating a HTTP servlet, we have to extend javax.servlet.http.http servlet class. Not like a generic servlet, this servlet does not override the service method. It overrides the following methods. That is, do get, it uses do get, and then do post, do put, like that. So first, what is the use of do get method? It is called by the servlet service method to handle HTTP request from the client. Like, mainly what is the use of this get method is it is used for getting information from the server, and then post means posting information to the server. Do put method is similar to do post method. So HTTP servlet, what are the methods available is to delete. It allows the client to delete a document, web page or information from the server. And then int and destroy methods used for managing the resources that are held for the servlet. During life cycle, we are using initiation method, destroy and all, no, and so these are the function used for that. And then get servlet information. So it returns information about the servlet, such as author information, version information. If you want to get the information regarding the servlet, we have to use get servlet information. And then in HTTP servlet, there is no need to override the servlet method. This method dispatches the request to the correct method handler. For example, if it receives get request, it dispatches the request to the do get method. This is a process. Client give the request to the server, and server achieved by using this services by using do get and do post methods. So what are the packages available? Interfaces in javax.servlet package. This servlet, in servlet package, these are available: servlet, request, response, config, context, and then single thread model, request dispatcher. Whatever processing we need, everything is available in servlet package. And same like what are the package means, these and all classes, methods, everything available, no, the names are listed here. Same like this classes in this Java servlet package. So whatever program you want to write in servlet, you need package, and inside package what are the classes available, that are explained here. Generic servlet, and then servlet input stream, output stream, exception, and then wrapper, like this. And same like this in HTTP package, what are the interfaces available is session servlet, HTTP servlet request, and then response, and then session listener, binding listener, session activation listener, session context. Same like this classes in HTTP packages are cookies, session event, session binding event, session request wrapper, and then response wrapper, and then HTTP utils. Okay, thank you students.